What if every creeper was working for you? Instead of running from explosions, imagine using it to fuel your rockets and craft with unlimited gunpowder. In Minecraft Bedrock 1.21, that dream becomes real with the ultimate creeper farm. Whether you're on MCPE, Xbox, or PlayStation, this isn't just another mob farm. It is your pathway to unlimited flight, massive builds, and a world of ultimate dominance. Now are you ready to turn creepers from threats into your most loyal workers? But first, let me answer this question for you. Why does this farm matter? Gunpowder is one of the most valuable resources in the game, and creepers are the only reliable source of it. Creepers drop gunpowder, which is a must for crafting rockets and TNT. With an efficient farm like this, you can keep your elytra fueled for endless exploration while using TNT to clear large areas as quickly as possible. And of course, it will avoid the grind of hunting creepers manually. So in short, this farm turns an annoying mob into an infinite resource while changing the way you play. For building this farm, you need very basic materials. Starting from building blocks, you can use stone, cobblestone, etc. Followed by it, you need a wood trapdoor along with glass panes. You need campfires and hoppers along with double chests. Don't forget water buckets after gathering slabs and signs. Now, the first thing is to find the right location. Make it in a green biome or in the ocean away from mountains. You can't build it over river biomes because mobs can't spawn in there. Of course, you can make it on the ground, but it will be better if you can do it 50 blocks up in the sky. Now, start by making a 4x6 platform and slap 2 double chests over it, which will be then connected to 4 hoppers. Then, place 3 rows of blocks around it and place a slab on the hopper and glass panes to see what is happening inside. Then, add 18 blocks to the height of these blocks, and after that place 7 blocks to the sides while filling the platform. Then, place a temporary block and make a border around the platform using that block. Now, place stairs all around the border. Then, make an infinite water source and put water on the stairs followed by breaking the water source. Now, place blocks exactly like I do and add 3 blocks and skip a block followed by 4 more blocks. You should have 3 platforms like this and add 13 blocks to the platforms, and then you should finish them as shown. Now you have to place the trapdoors with 1 block difference between them to stop the spiders from spawning. Then you have to make another platform exactly like this one, with 2 blocks gap between them. After that, place the button under the platform so only creepers can spawn, and then place trapdoors between the platforms and open them. And that's it, this layer is done. And if you want maximum loot, then you should build up to 8 layers. Make sure you put buttons and trapdoors for all the layers, and add blocks for making the roof, and then add 10 blocks to the sides and fill it. Now, place the torches on the roof so mobs can't spawn here at night. Now, there are some things that you should keep in mind while making this farm. You should keep the difficulty level on hard and your simulation distance at 4. If the simulation distance is higher than 4, then trust me, this farm will not work. For the best rate, you can use Looting Sword 3, and in 10 minutes, you will see the result. If those things are at the right place, then your farm will start working just the way you want it to be. With this creeper farm, you'll have a consistent supply of gunpowder, making your Minecraft adventures more explosive and pumping. In Minecraft Bedrock 1.21, efficiency is everything, and trust me, this farm will give that a handful, more than what you ever wanted. Whether you're soaring through the skies or blowing up mountains, let those creepers take the first step for you. So, are you ready to make those creepers work for you? Number 1. Cave Dweller. Maybe you are not alone there. You might think you are just mining deep underground, but keep in mind, something else is watching you down there. The Cave Dweller watches from the shadows, waiting for you to let your guard down. Can you escape the horror before you become its next meal? Number 2. Fearcraft. You might have escaped the Cave Dweller this time, but it has evolved. Now, it doesn't just lurk, it hunts. Bigger, smarter, faster. It no longer hides in the darkness. It became the dark, and that has only made it stronger. This is Fearcraft's Cave Dweller, and you are its prey. Number 3, Dwellers 2.0. You touch a block and it opens you instead. Mimics are scattered everywhere, acting themselves as blocks. The second you let your guard down, they strike. Then you will never trust your world again. Number 4, Can't Breathe. Here, the air feels thicker. Something always feels wrong. You gasp, but your breath disappears like something suffocating at night. No mobs, no warning, just the feeling of something darker, and before you know it, black out. Do you think you find a way to break free before it steals your last breath? Number 5, Dwellers 2.0. It is the unseen death. Imagine walking through a forest, peaceful, until your screen flickers. A whisper behind you, but there's nothing there. You hear footsteps, but no one is around. And that's it. You are gone. No monster, no warning, just death. Will you survive long enough to understand what's haunting you? Number 6, SCP Frank. It knows your name. It knows where you spawn. The moment you look away, it moves closer. And the moment you blink, it's right behind you. It doesn't just chase you, it plays with you until it's too late. Then there is no going back. Number 7, the Cruncher. All you can hear is bones snapping at a distance. Then you realize the Cruncher is nearby and that it feeds on sound. Every step you take, every block you place, it hears you. And once it locks onto you, there is no hiding. Number 8, Dwellers 2.0, All-Seeing One. You feel it before you see it. Yes, a giant floating eye, watching your every move. It will just stare at you in the beginning, but the longer you look back, the more reality begins to warp. Then you realize you're not in your world anymore. It just needs a gaze to trap you forever. Number 9, Fearcraft, Man from the Fog. He comes with a thick fog in the distance, and then you see him. No sounds, no escape. A tall, faceless figure with hollow black and white eyes, standing still until you move. That is when you realize you've already lost. Number 10, Boiled One. No one knows where the Boiled One came from, but everyone knows that they are supposed to run. He appears as a burned man. He doesn't speak, doesn't make a sound, but the second you see his face, he starts running. And once he starts running, he never stops. Number 11, Fearcraft, Cartoon Cat. He hides deep in the woods, just like a shadow moving creepy. When you see it, its eyes lock onto you. The faster you run, the louder the music gets. And when it stops, so does your heart. Number 12, SCP-096. It is just like a figure hunched in the distance, covering its face. The second you look at it, everything changes. It screams and then it runs. Trust me, nothing can stop it. Once you see its face, it won't stop until you're gone. Number 13, Queen Dweller. She is the mother of the underground. The Queen Dweller doesn't just hunt, you're already part of her hive. The longer you stay underground, the more her whispers creep into your mind. She knows you, she sees you, and soon you will serve her. Number 14, Apollyon Night Prowler. It comes alive when the sun sets. It is not just a mob, it is a force. The moment darkness falls, your world won't be safe anymore. It whispers your name in the wind. Then a shadowy hand pulls you into the void. Game over for you. Number 15, Silhouette. It's a shadow that follows you everywhere. At first you think it's your own shadow until it moves on its own. The closer it gets, the more the world warps around you. And when it finally touches you, everything fades to black. Number 16, SCP, Smile. You're walking through the dark forest, and then you suddenly hear a giggle. And when you turn here, it is a figure standing still in the shadows. Your single blink is enough for it to get closer. Once you start running, its laughter gets louder. No matter where you go, you feel it watching, waiting. That's when you realize you're already smiling too. Number 17, Fearcraft, Man from the Fog. It's a tall, faceless figure that comes out from the fog. It doesn't speak, but it always watches. The longer you stay in the fog, the closer it gets, until the mist swallows you whole. Number 18. SCP-3199. It's a humanoid chicken-like creature. It might sound funny, but SCP-3199 is an unstoppable predator, multiplying every time it kills. The more you fight, the more of them appear. No matter how far you run, they always come back. Because your survival is nothing in front of their haunt. Number 19. Fake deer. You see a deer, but its body twitches and its limbs stretch too long. It isn't a creature, it's a predator. And the moment you realize it, it starts hunting. Number 20. Arbiter. It is a faceless creature that hides in the caves. It doesn't attack, it decides. The Arbiter is not a monster, it's a law, and you are guilty. Number 21. Goatman's brother. It's the creature that looks human. It will whisper in your voice and call you by name, but if you follow it, you never come back. Number 22. Fearcraft. Every time you turn, he will get closer. He doesn't run or hide, he just watches. And the longer he does, your reality glitches. You can't fight him. You can only hope he loses interest before your world falls apart. Number 23. Death Angel, a quiet place. The Death Angel doesn't see, it only hears. The second you break a block or breathe too loud, it's over. The world might be yours, but silence is the only way to survive here. Number 24. Man from the Shadow, Vi-5. If darkness had a face, it would be him. Every shadow you see might be him. He moves through darkness and makes your reality a nightmare. Do you think you're safe in the light? And once the lights go out, you are done. Number 25. Large Bat. You might see something huge moving in the sky at night. You hear the flap of wings, but see nothing. It can be a massive bat, with eyes glowing red, staring down at you. It waits until the moment is right. Then it swoops down, and you're never seen again. Number 26. Knocker. Knock, knock. It echoes through the cave, growing louder. And suddenly it strikes. The knocker doesn't show itself until it's too late. It's already behind you. Number 27. Large Spider. A massive 8-legged beast is waiting for you. You feel its presence before you see it, webs appearing where there were none before. And then, when you finally look up, it drops. That's it, you become part of its nest. Number 28. Mole Man. It seems like strange holes appeared in the dirt. Then something will burrow beneath you, moving fast. And the moment you stop, the ground will collapse. Number 29. Cartoon Dog. Long limbs, stretching jaws, and big eyes will always remain a nightmare for you. The more you run, the more it twists your world into a living nightmare. Number 30. Jackie the Clown. A lone circus tent appears in the distance, and inside will be Jackie the Clown. His eyes will follow your moves, and if you hear a music box playing, run. But if you see a balloon pop, then it's too late. Number 31. Fearcraft. Unlike Santa, the Sackman doesn't bring presents, he takes them. If he finds you, you're getting a one-way trip into his sack for sure. Number 32. Antler Wendigo. You might hear a voice spring for help in the woods, but when you get closer, you will realize it was a trap, and there appears a towering creature with rough antlers and hollow eyes. Number 33. Mickey Dweller. It will be a giant grinning figure standing in the distance. It might look like a Mickey Mouse, but not really. The closer you get, the blocks will shift, the sky will darken, and then Mickey will turn his head 180 degrees and smile. Number 34. Ayuwoki. He will lurk in the dark, whispering your name in a low voice. And the longer you stay, the more the whispers turn into laughter. Once it starts moving, then it's too late. Number 35. Fearcraft. This isn't just a mob, it's a virus. The second you install the mod, your world begins changing. Textures will corrupt and your character moves on its own. That's it, that would be the end of the world for you. Number 36. SCP Faceless. Stare how long you want, but it won't have any face or expression. But the moment you move, it follows. The moment you run, it runs faster. And one thing is for sure, it never stops chasing. Number 37, Fever Dream. Your world isn't real anymore. Your blocks move on their own, mobs shift into weird shapes, and your vision just blurs at once. And guess what? The deeper you go, the worse it will get. Number 38, Fearcraft, Krydolf. When you see a small figure weeping in the corner of the cave, don't feel bad about it, just run! If you get too close, its cries will turn into screams. Number 39, Yeti Jar. A monstrous white beast stalks the snowy mountains. At first you only see footprints, then a shadow will start moving with a loud roar shaking your screen. Trust me, you don't see the Yeti, it sees you first. Number 40, Fearcraft, Lurker. The Lurker is always there, standing just out of sight, watching. The second you look away, it moves. The second you turn around, it freezes. You might think you escaped, but guess what? It's already inside your base. Number 41, Chicken Ghost. It looks like a normal chicken until you kill it. Then it comes back as a ghost with glowing red eyes. Every time you respawn, it's waiting and watching while planning its revenge. Number 42, Bath Dweller. It lives in the water. It stays hidden until you step in. Then something brushes past your leg. You try to get out, but a hand will pull you under. Number 43, Wolfman. First, you will hear a howl. Then, red glowing eyes will appear in the trees. He isn't just a beast, he's smart, who until you're vulnerable. Then, he strikes. Number 44, John Reborn. Everyone thinks that John is dead, but at night, his grave is empty. If you hear slow footsteps behind you, trust me, he will be right behind you. Number 45, Siren Head. A loud radio static breaks the silence. Then, a deep siren blares. When you look up, you will see a tall, skeletal, with twisted speakers for a head. Then, it's your turn to run. Number 46, Fearcraft. At first, they look like harmless stone statues with their faces covered. But the moment you turn your back, they move. And the last thing you'll ever see is their stone hands reaching out. And then, total darkness. Number 47, SCP Hand. The hand appears through any surface. No walls that can stop it, and no doors can block it. If it catches you, trust me, you won't respawn. Number 48, Nightmare Dog. It is a twisted skeletal dog with glowing eyes that follows you. It doesn't bark or run, it just starts until you're close enough. Number 49, Dwellers 2.0. The Dwellers are back. They are smarter, deadlier, and more terrifying than ever. You might think you know how to beat them, but I would say, think again. Number 50, Anomaly Dweller. The reality might break right now. You feel something is wrong with your world? Blocks flicker, mobs glitch in and out of existence, and the sky turns blood red. It won't take much time for your world to collapse. The last message that pops up on your screen would be, you can't escape. So which mob scares you the most? Minecraft is a game that unleashes endless creativity and boundless adventure in the world. But what if I told you that your precious Minecraft world could be utterly destroyed just by updating the game? I am sure you have spent countless hours building your dream Minecraft world, where every block is placed with utmost care and creativity. But many of the players don't know what will happen to their world when it is transitioned from an old Bedrock version to the latest release. The journey from old Bedrock to New Horizon was epic. Each update held its own aura in the worlds of the players. Players have built breathtaking cities, eye-catching redstone machines, and landscapes that tell stories of their adventures. And with each update, Minecraft has always been ambitious. They introduced a good amount of new content, like biomes that were unexplored, blocks that inspire fresh designs, and mechanics that redefine the gameplay of millions. And these attractions have inspired many to update their long-standing worlds. But updating a world isn't just about a click. It's a process that can turn your world upside down for better or worse. That makes backup a must before updating your world to a better version. This ensures that should anything go wrong, your original creation remains unchanged. The Bedrock Edition has undergone a lot of upgrades that focus on different aspects of the game. One of the available versions of Bedrock is version 0.14, which was like the beginning of the end. There are no fancy updates or biomes to excite the players. In fact, they had no idea what was about to happen to it. But then they reached the ice desert biome, a biome that doesn't even exist anymore. It was followed by the next version, that is version 0.16. But the player felt something off from the very beginning. In the jungle, trees began to disappear, not even cut down, they were just gone. It was as if the game itself was erasing history. But what they saw next was shocking. Half-cut trees and floating clusters of leaves, as if the world was decaying before our eyes. But the major disaster for the Bedrock Edition was version 1.2. It was called the Better Together Update. The whole idea was to unify Minecraft across platforms. But what it brought to the world was real destruction. The dark forest was sliced in half. Straight edges and floating trees. Flowers were growing in perfect circles which looked so unreal. It looked less like a Minecraft world and more like a glitch. And what came after that was an aquatic update, version 1.4 to 1.5, which was counted as an underwater madness. In the beginning, it was all about new ocean biomes, coral reefs, and shipwrecks. That sounds great, right? But wrong. Shipwrecks spawned completely broken. Some were cut in half, while others looked like they had been erased from reality. And then there was an ocean monument, which is a nightmare. The Elder Guardians had survived, but their home? Gone. It was like we were watching the world crumble in real time, and when the Caves and Cliffs update, version 1.18, came, Minecraft warned the players before updating. This will permanently alter your world. And trust me, it did alter the worlds. And that madness included ice lakes and swamps, jungle biomes turning into bamboo forests, and villages that were literally cut in half. The entire mountain ranges were sliced at some point. It was like the world had been ripped apart and stitched together by someone who didn't know what they were doing. The Wild Update, version 1.19, was nothing different. Even the players lost hope after that. What we saw next was beyond repair. Entire ice biomes were deleted. Perfect square holes where glaciers once stood were completely gone. It was now just an empty barren land. And the most terrifying sight was the pillager outpost that didn't exist anymore. Only its banners and targets were left floating like a haunted memory pitching the players. And what came after that was the final horror. That is where the irreversible damage happened. What shocked me the most was the endless frozen ocean that was completely out of place, trapped in a Mushroom Island prison. It was as if the game had given up on logic for real, but the horror didn't stop there. There was something even stranger. Sections of the ice had been perfectly carved out, catering unreal gaps in the landscape. It was like something was deliberately removed from the biome. In some places, the ice seems to have melted most unnaturally. Instead of a smooth transition, what the players could see was massive chunks getting ripped away, exposing the frozen depths below. Villages that once thrived near the water had been swallowed by ice, their buildings now half buried in glaciers. Some houses were cut perfectly in half. It was like there's no going back at all. What gets affected the most in any update is the terrain generation. Every major update that modifies the world's height, caves, and biomes brings with it a level of chaos. Most of the time it will be subtle, but sometimes it can be very catastrophic. For example, the introduction of caves and cliffs completely changed world height limits and took the version to something that had a dramatic terrain shift. Where once there were flat plains, players now find huge mountains, insane cliffs, and underground caverns that seem bottomless. It is very innovative, but for older worlds, it can be a ticking time bomb. Entire villages were swallowed by the land, roads cut off by sudden cliffs, and in some cases, mountains erupted through player builds, making the game hard. And then there's the strangest phenomenon ever in Minecraft: chunk borders. There are perfect straight walls where the old and new world generations are supposed to blend. This leaves behind unreal, jagged terrain that looks more like a glitch rather than a natural world. And that is where you realize, once your world is updated, there's no going back. It has changed forever. And then comes the biome bending that can suffer the most in an update. The blending of old and new biomes is one of the biggest gambles when updating a Minecraft world. Sometimes the transition can be very seamless, which makes the world feel alive and evolving. But other times, it's a complete disaster. Picture this: once you had a peaceful plains biome, perfect for building your world. And after an update, there is a huge mountain standing at the core of your village where there was a beautiful river before. That can shatter your dreams for once and all. You might even see a sunny desert biome transitioning into a snowy tundra, shattering the logic of your world. Swamps often suffer the most. New updates add denser leaves, mangrove trees, and deeper water. But older chunks don't get the same treatment. Even simple things like flower fields can be disrupted. In old terrain, a biome might have had a colorful spread of flowers, but after an update, those flowers disappeared, leaving behind some wheat plants. And for players, it can be a real mess. They might feel that their world was stitched together from broken pieces. It might feel like the update rewrote the entire DNA of your world. Structures are the heart and soul of your world. You keep each block with utmost precision and care, but after an update, everything can change. And one of the biggest threats among them is chunk corruption. When terrain generation shifts, structures built near biome borders can be distorted. Redstones are the most affected ones. Sometimes machines break, railways get disconnected, pistons stops working, and whatnot. An update that modifies redstone mechanics can turn your once perfect farm into an absolute mess. And then there are block changes that might seem minor, but it can completely ruin the carefully designed aesthetics of your world. Picture a medieval village where the stone bricks suddenly look too modern. Kinda weird, right? For builders, an update can feel like watching years of effort crumble in an instant. You can try to fix things, but some changes? Sorry to say this, but they're permanent. Entities bring life to your Minecraft world. They are a part of your story. But they can take a dark turn after an update. One of the most common issues is entity disappearance. Even mobs sometimes disappear into the void. Villagers also suffer strange transformations, where they lose their professions and wander. All of a sudden, they change their job even after getting locked up in a specific trade. Imagine your villager changing into a potato after the update. Yes, that is the new fear unlocked. An update can breathe new life into a world, but for many, it means saying goodbye to their beloved treasures. The Universal Minecraft tool is one of the most powerful world converters. It helps players transfer worlds between versions, while making sure that their terrains and entities are placed correctly. But when updates drastically change world generation, like the Caves and Cliffs update, even this tool struggles to take up the changes. Even they will go helpless. Chunker, another popular tool, is used in Java to Bedrock world conversion. It is a lifesaver for players who want to switch platforms, but again, updates can break that efficiency at times. This points to a single fact, that no conversion is perfect, no matter what tool you have. Of course, they can minimize the damage, but they can't prevent the chaos of a major Minecraft update. Now, you understand one thing for sure. Updating a Minecraft world can be terrifying. But let me tell you something. It can bring a lot of opportunities. Each new update brings a fresh world of possibilities. The Wild update reshapes swamps and forests, giving you mangrove wood, frogs, and deep dark ruins to explore. And in every new biome, there is the potential for adventure. Think of what you can create. Yes, the transition is rough. But with each update, Minecraft evolves, and so can you. Maybe your world isn't being destroyed, maybe it's just being reborn. It is a choice between nostalgia and possibility. You've spent years in your world. Every mountain has a story, and every house is filled with memories. And there can be a fear of losing it. But beyond the fear of loss lies a world of new adventures. Take that leap of faith and embrace the unknown. Because in Minecraft, there is no right or wrong. It is all about your journey. Your Minecraft story is yours to tell. So take the next step and embrace it. So are you ready to embrace the unknown? Which edition is better, Java Edition or Bedrock Edition? This debate has been going on for years now, and trust me, there is a lot to talk about. Minecraft has now evolved into a global phenomenon that rules the computer screens of millions around the world. And it revolves around two editions, Java Edition and Bedrock Edition. While they both offer seamless gaming experiences, there are some aspects where they compete with each other. With each upgrade, that competition only got harder. Even though both editions allow you to explore, build, and survive in the same blocky world, these differences will make you choose one among them. Graphics. Alright, let's start with graphics. At first look, both versions look the same, right? It's still the blocky game we all love. But if you take a closer look, you will see the differences. And which edition has better graphics? Most players will agree if I say the Java edition is more visually appealing. Yes, Java has smoother animations and a more polished UI. The user interface, UI, in Java is softer and more consistent, giving a professional feel to the player. Another big advantage of Java is its customization options. Players can install shaders and texture packs. They can use these shaders to make Minecraft look stunning with realistic water, dynamic lighting, and epic sunsets that will excite anyone. Better lighting effects, reflections, and detailed textures will always make players go for the Java edition again and again, because that will make characters look more clear and make your world more realistic. But since Java was created before Bedrock, its UI is more original and iconic. It is said to be one of a kind, and at the same time, for many, Bedrock's UI often feels like a simplified copy that makes everything seamless. And at the same time, some people feel that it looks a bit cheap. But from PC to mobiles, Bedrock's graphics are more consistent than Java for sure. But why do these editions have different graphics? The reason goes back to the programming languages used to develop them. Java Edition runs on Java, while Bedrock Edition is built using C++. That brings the differences in how the game deals with graphics. If you want maximum customization and better shaders, Java wins this round for sure. So in the end, if you consider graphics as a whole, Minecraft Java Edition has the potential to provide a more exciting and visually refined experience. And that's Java, 1, and Bedrock, 0. Performance. Now, let's talk about how well each version runs. Minecraft is a pixelated game, and it generally runs at high FPS frames per second. To be honest, Java is not optimized for performance, and it runs on older technology. For the same reason, it can be laggy, especially on low-end PCs, testing the patience of the player. For example, in Java Edition, a decent computer can run Minecraft on low settings at 100 plus FPS. Apart from that, the players can install performance-enhancing mods like Optifine to boost FPS later, but Java will always be demanding on the hardware side, especially when running high render distances or mod packs. On the other hand, Bedrock Edition has better things to offer. It is designed to run smoothly on multiple gadgets, including PC, consoles, and mobiles. It is literally built for speed. Since it needs to work well on lower-end hardware, it is better optimized than Java. Bedrock can also handle higher render distances without putting pressure on FPS. If you choose Bedrock, load time will seem faster and your world will feel more stable. So, even when Java hits the jackpot in graphics, Bedrock Edition ultimately wins in this category without any doubt, because it is more optimized and runs smoother on a wider range of devices, making Minecraft an adventure. And that takes us to Java 1 and Bedrock 1. Popularity. Now comes popularity. Both versions of Minecraft have loyal fan bases, but which one is more popular? Well, it depends. Bedrock Edition definitely has a larger player base because it is available on more devices like PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and mobile. It allows crossplay, where you can play with friends on any device. It also offers custom skins, maps, and content, but most of it costs good money. But at the same time, Java Edition is more popular within the Minecraft community, especially among popular YouTubers, streamers, and veteran players, because it is the OG Minecraft edition where players grew up. But why is Java more popular among creators? Because Java Edition came first. When Minecraft was released, Java was the only version available. So early content creators started with Java and fell in love with it, and it didn't take much time for Java to build nostalgia and loyalty among them. On YouTube, most Minecraft videos feature Java Edition, and many of the biggest Minecraft influencers play Java. This made Java Edition the default choice for many players who grew up watching their favorite creators. Apart from that, the Java Edition leaves room for custom servers and mods, which will make your world active and creative. If we're talking about PC players and content creation, Java wins. But if we count all players across all platforms, Bedrock has the bigger audience. But we can't ignore the stronger presence of Java Edition in the gaming community, making it the winner. And now that gives Java -2 and Bedrock -1. Convenience. When it comes to convenience, Bedrock Edition has a lot of advantages over Java. For example, it allows cross-platform play. Yes, one of the biggest strengths of Bedrock is that it supports crossplay. Players on PC, console, and mobile can all play together, making a strong gaming community all around the world. It provides an easier channel to join your friends, no matter what device they are using. Another attraction of Bedrock is the easy multiplayer access. Bedrock Edition makes multiplayer hassle-free. You can add friends, invite them, and start playing anytime. But Java requires players to set up their servers before having the thought of playing together. It can be complicated and time-consuming at times. LAN worlds are available in Java, but the player should be on the same Wi-Fi network. And when it comes to the marketplace for skins and mods, Bedrock is the best, and no doubt about it. It has a built-in marketplace where players can buy skins, maps, and mods. Even though Java has free mods available, the process of installing them is more technical than Bedrock. While Bedrock offers a simple one-click system, the Java method can feel like a lifetime. Crossplay, easy multiplayer features, and built-in marketplace will always give an upper hand to Bedrock Edition. Therefore, Bedrock wins for convenience. If you want seamless multiplayer with friends, this is the way for you to go.